Hey guys, today we're going to be making this folded fabric Scandinavian star. We're going to be making, this is an example, but I'm going to be making one out of these fabrics here. To figure out how long to do the fabric, go to our blog post and you'll see a nice formula to get the fabric for the size star that you want to make. So you need 4 pieces. I'm using these high contrast so that you can see exactly how we're folding this. These have already been ironed. This is the piece we have. We fold it in half, iron it. Open it up, fold these sides in, iron it, and then fold it in half again and iron it. So this is what you have for these 4 pieces. Now each one of these you're going to fold in half, but not quite in half. The amount that you want to leave on the tail here needs to be equal to twice the width of your fabric. So kind of space that out about twice. That's where you want to fold it. So we'll fold all 4 of these to that size. Okay, so to get started, we're going to take one piece, short tail on top. We're going to take the next one. Again, the short tail is on the top. And the trick here is you want to put the tails through the loop. So we'll take the tails of this one, stick it through the loop of that one. Kind of leave it like that, okay? Now I'm going to take this next one. And again, the short tail is on top. And we're going to put the green through that loop. Okay, now with the last one, I'm going to put the red through that loop, which you think is pretty close, but you still have this first one here. So now this one also has to go through this loop. You may have to fiddle with it a little bit to get it right, but when you get them all nested together and pull it tight, that's what you should have, this nice square sort of knot where everything is bunched together. You should also have your short tails on top all the way around. Okay, so now we're going to flip it over and we're going to take care of those tails that are, now it's the long tails that are on the bottom. So we're going to fold that over and kind of work your way around. Fold that one over, fold this one over, and then this one comes down. But again, we have to go through this first white one that we have here, so that we secure the knot in all 4 directions. Constantly as you're working on this, you want to be tugging and adjusting and making sure everything is nice and tight. So now our pieces are the same length all the way around. So now we're ready to start folding the points, forming the points. So the first thing you want to look for when you're getting ready to do a corner is you want to find where there's a nice, it's sort of like a belt loop, where this piece comes all the way through. This is a good part that you want to do. You do not want to do like this part. You see how I can't get through both sides there? So right here. And then from this, we're going to take this piece and we're always going to fold towards the corners first. So fold this out towards the corner. Just sort of press it in place. Carefully flip the whole thing over. Now you want to fold towards the side. So you see how this nice triangle right here? And then fold it back on itself. So there's our point that we're aiming for. And then this piece, you might be a little bit too long. So if it is, you can just cut it. So you want to go for basically about halfway through your second piece. Just kind of trim that down. That's perfect. And then you want to tuck this down into this slot. The end of a paintbrush works really well, just to kind of tuck that down in there. Make sure it's nice and flat. And there is your perfect little point. Again, constantly adjusting and tightening things as you go. So let's do another one. Start here. You see, once again, we have this nice belt loop that we can get through both sides. So we're going to start this by folding towards the corner. Flip it over. And then fold down towards the side so that we have this nice big triangle. And then fold it back on itself. Again, our fabric's a little too long, but that's better too long than too short, so no problem. Fold that back. We tuck it in. Okay, there we go. Let's move on to another one. So this is not going to work. See how I don't have the loop here? So maybe if we flip this over, There we go. Now we can get to this red one. This is the right direction. Fold it towards the corners. Flip. Right, and then fold it back. Trim that. All right, we're folding in the last one now, using the same technique all along. And remember, as you're going, if you mess up, you can always pull the whole thing apart again and try again. There's nothing to be afraid of in working on this project. There we go. There's our perfect little Scandinavian star.